Morning. So, second day at Rocacorba, and today Ed, myself, and Carl are going to go and check out the first two, maybe three climbs of the route that we've got planned for our trip in September 2022. The weather's looking pretty good, which is great, but that half of the day is looking like it could get a bit misty and could start raining. And the problem is we're trying to do this in a day, so we're trying to sort of cover as much ground as we can, look at some of the hotels, just to get an idea of what they're going to look like, because we're looking for some nice quality 5-star hotels which will fit our budget. And we're also trying to ride a few of the climbs and take some pictures and some drone footage. So we've got a lot on our plate today, so we're going to try and fit as much as we possibly can in. And I'm really looking forward to it, because this first climb that we've got is long, but around about 10% at max. So I think it sticks around about 4% as an average on the way up. And I'm told that although it looks tough, that you can just roll up it and it just feels fantastic to do that. I'm really excited about that. So better get going. Oh, we packed the van already. So right, we're on our way. Who've we got in the car? Ed, Carl, and Carl. Genius. Tell us about the climb we're just climbing up.
So at the moment we are about 80 kilometers into day one of the ride. This is the major climb of the day called Col de Tosses, and it's about 21 kilometers at a 4% average. So what's really nice about it is that it's a really long climb, but it's not the kind of climb where you're grinding your granny gear typically. You know, you can hold a decent cadence, hold a bit of speed, and it's long, but it does tick by. I mean, you're feeling that now.
Yeah, so I mean, we're climbing, and even though it's 4%, it just feels nice and steady, really, isn't it? So, you know, it's not a massive challenge; it's just long.
Yeah, and the views are really nice as well. I mean, it gets broken up as you come out of the trees. You know, it's a really nice climb, just in general. Get some nice altitude meters for the day.
Ed was just telling me that they use this for the Volta Catalunya, and even though this is quite long, an average percent of 4%,
yeah,
it's quite a nice climb. So you can still keep tapping away at a decent pace, and it's not uber challenging on the legs. It's actually quite a fun ascent, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Because you actually feel like you're covering some distance, and like, yeah, obviously it's hard work, but you're achieving something at a nice speed.
I'm just about to do a descent, which is about 25k, and it drops us down into Potsera, which is the first night that we stay, and it's a beautiful little town. But this descent is nice and twisty, and it's not too radical on the corners, but the scenery apparently is stunning, so I'm looking forward to dropping down into Potsera.
Simon, how was the descent down?
Oh man, that was mad. It just carried on and carried on and carried on. And those corners, but none of them are crazy. But you just get, yeah, great. Just loved it. Brilliant. So we're right up the climb up towards Col de Loge. We've just come down stage 15. Well, who won that?
Stage was won by Sepp Kuss. They went up the climb and then into Andorra for a stage finish in Andorra La Vella. So we've descended down that section and we're now riding up this insanely twisty kind of valley-ish road from a town called Olet. And this leads to the Col de Loge, but we continue up towards the town of Les Anglais. And it's just chiseled into the rock and just quite crazy, to be honest.
The cool thing about this climb, a bit like the last climb that we showed you, it's got about an average of about 4%, so it's actually a nice hill to climb even though it's long. So you can tap away at a decent pace and get up it, and the views are absolutely stunning. It's yeah, it's a great quiet climb. I think we've seen one car
Literally. Not much space for cars, which is fantastic because it means they don't come and drive here and we get it all to ourselves. Come on, it's not a tea party.
What is this?
So got to the top of Pile Headers, and you can see it's pretty high up because you've got all this mist, but it's pretty steep coming up there. The descent, how far is it down, Ed?
20 k's from here down to the hotel.
So it's 20 k's from here down to the hotel. Yeah, it'll be a tough day in the saddle, but it'll be worth it. So we've jumped into Axel Thermes, which is going to be the second stop on the second day, and I can guarantee you this is going to be an epic day out on the bike. Sadly, the weather changed as we headed out of Axel Thermes, but Ed and I jumped out of the car and decided we'd ride the climb to the top of Andorra just for a bit of fun.
This is the high point of the entire tour. It's the Porta in Valeria in Andorra. It is 2,408 meters. It's a bit chilly up here, but it's a long-ish slog up from Axel Thermes, but it's well worth it. Andorra's a stunning country for riding bikes.
Good climbing, Ed. It's yeah, good climbing. Like the antics at the top. Good one.